Paris Olympic organizers have ambitious plans to hold triathlon and marathon swimming events on the iconic River Seine. However, concerns about water quality continue to loom large. This is part of a series of controversies surrounding water pollution in sports planned to be held in open water, such as rowing, triathlons, sailing, surfing, and marathon swimming. The French capital's government has spent $1.5 billion to clean up the river following protests about potential waste levels from swimmers in warm-up trials events. Some test events were even cancelled.
Anxiety for me, especially since this is my first games.
The river is set to host several Olympic events this summer, but to date there have been unsettling levels of bacteria, according to a warning issued by international NGO Surfrider Foundation Europe on Monday. The group claims that of 14 samples taken at the Alexandre de Souther Bridge over a 6-month period, all but one showed poor water quality. Tony Estanguet, 3-time Olympic canoeing champion and president of the Paris 2024 Organizing Committee, acknowledged on Tuesday that E. coli is one of the bigger challenges facing organizers, given that triathlons could be postponed or swim meets cancelled if water quality worsens. The main danger comes from heavy rainstorms when water flows into Paris's sewage system, risking overflow. Excess rainwater is then discharged into rivers and can cause pollution. Last summer, a sewage leak led to the cancellation of pre-Olympic swimming events. Measurements taken between September 2023 and March 2024 showed that levels of 2 bacteria, E. coli and Enterococci, were often 2 and sometimes 3 times higher than the maximum permitted in Europe. Last month, French President Emmanuel Macron vowed to swim the Seine River in a bid to prove the river is clean, ahead of the Olympics to be held in the country's capital in July and August. Local news outlet Actu Paris said the protests arose out of a joke after Hidalgo and other officials pledged in late May to make the river swimmable in time for open water events during the Summer Olympics. Recent tests found there were still alarming levels of bacteria. According to Actu Paris, a computer engineer was behind the idea of the viral protest, and he apparently wasn't sure how big the action would actually be on Sunday. Officials announced test results from mid-June showed high levels of E. coli and Enterococci bacteria in the river, although Axios reported Paris region official Marc Guillaume expressed confidence that planned measures for the river would go as planned. French news agency AFP said, testing during the first 8 days of June showed continued contamination.